Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and we're going to dive into the blessings and the good stuff coming your way. By the way, if you haven't already, and if you believe in giving comes back, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. It's a free way to be here and watch the videos, and you can hit the bell so you never miss one. Let's see what we have. You have an extra. We have an eye, psychic ability, and trust your intuition. Fair man, dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So I feel like here some of you need to really pay attention to the signs and the vibe coming from this fair person. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. I feel like your intuition at the same time signaling you to avoid certain things, conversations, people, going somewhere, situations, okay? Or maybe even changing your road. Sometimes this happens to me when I'm driving. My intuition tells me go from the other path, choose other path. If I don't choose it, I usually get stuck in a traffic or like an accident happens on the way. And that's why I started listening to that, because whenever I choose go the other way is actually calm, cool, and all clear. So that's why I feel like you're getting this kind of symbols and signs you need to start listening to. We have a bell here, an announcement coming, wind chime, peace and harmony. Some of you might be resolving a drama in your life, a situation that's been going on and dreadful and annoying, I feel. That can be also coming to an end, and they're bringing the peace and harmony, okay? And this can be something that will require maybe an announcement at the end of the day. Let's dive into your coffee cup now, see what's inside of it. I see a massive chunk of money. It kind of looks like an eyebrow as well here with the eye. This can also be your ability to start seeing things that are not really visible to you right now. Seeing things, what you can see can be, okay, this is very specific. It can be an opportunity that you haven't recognized yet. There is a pathway leading towards it. I see that maybe your actually mind is attached to this thing. This is something you have been thinking about and trying to understand maybe how to make something happen. And like your mind is attached to it fully. And under it, we have here, this is a bird. I see a bird. Kind of looks like a duck. Duck can be symbolizing someone really loving, gentle, and extremely protective towards you. And above the duck, you have the solution here. So this can be also an intuitive sign telling you to just go towards the duck. The duck can be a person and then you have in your life, and it seems like they're handing you over something. I see a letter Z or Z on the chest of this person. It can be there in their first name or the last name. I see there are two people having a conversation above this person, and one of them is wearing a witch hat. So they might have kind of like a lot of spiritual practices. This person can be like a family member and also has other family members attached to them. They might have a little witchy practices. Witchiness doesn't mean in a negative sense, guys. It can be like burning sage or like doing candle meditations, maybe having a small altar. So like every time you actually start piling things on a corner, that starts to become an altar. So be careful about that as well. These people might be the ones that are practicing it consciously. You might be practicing things unconsciously, okay? So it can be every time you come from work to home and you put all the change in your pocket into a table, into a little tray, and your car keys and your glasses or whatever it is, that can turn into an altar by the time, okay? So I feel like here that is generating an energy, and some of you might be generating a massive energy here. This, you can see this starting to form like a fish. First it was like an eyebrow. Fish symbolizes wealth, money, opportunities. This can be career opportunities, and also it can represent financial opportunities. I see a jester looking at it. Jester might be a Libra energy, might be a Libra in your life coming to you and maybe just pointing out, oh, you have this thing here. Or they might want a part of it or a piece of it. Libra with the Fool, it can be a new beginning. Also, this is going to come forward, bring a new beginning to you if you pursue that. Another thing here is this can be someone who's really fooling around, that you trust maybe too much, that they're going to do something. but they're not there. They're not going to do it. So I feel like here, that's why you need to feel really, when you decide to pursue this thing, desire, this is going to open up a pathway outside of your comfort zone. Something, maybe some of you have like a massive desire, and there are other people that are going to come forward. Some of them are going to be protective, helpful, like the duck energy. Some of them are going to bring jesters energy. They're just going to fool around and just try to maybe redirect your attention to something else. This kind of starts to form like shapes like ovaries as well, like eyeglasses too. This can be also productivity, guys. The productivity comes from planning. That's why I feel like there's a list that you're making here. I see number 9. Number 9 is enlightenment, completion of a cycle, a new beginning. And this might be a situation, something that your productivity is being affected, maybe. Something that you started doing, but you left it halfway, and now that needs completion in order for you to start making the new list, okay? Guys, I'm gonna say this can be even like maybe cleaning your kitchen. I heard yesterday that when you leave dishes on in your sink represents the abundance of the home, and when you leave stuff in there, you're just blocking it. I heard this is like a feng shui rule. So if that's the case, maybe it's to start to decluttering, okay, that your home, your kitchen. I see there is a list coming forward. The list can also be your name getting put on a list of good stuff, because these are the blessings that we're looking at. And somebody has like a little clipboard in their hand and coming towards the list and picking and choosing something. Under it, I see scales here. Scales is like an easy, like a good balance forming, like someone actually like start balancing things out, and they're maybe choosing your name out of the list here. So the best thing can be that they're going to choose your name out of the list. So be ready to be chosen. Okay. And the thing is, when I say that, I read all your comments, guys, by the way. If I don't even like write a comment, know that I always read them. So what happens there is, you might feel like, oh, I haven't been chosen yet. Why is it not happening? Somebody else been chosen. It's not happening. This actually repeats the cycle. If your mind keeps going there, which we are human beings, our mind are used to the cycles. So you need to change that cycle now. You need to change that wheel where it's going. Even if it doesn't come, know that it's happening here for you. That's why, like, I kind of see here a tower and a gateway under it too, under the scales. So there is a place that is being prepared for you that is going to be fair. And maybe this is a new workplace that there's going to be a balance and fairness and acceptance and also support, okay, existing for you. And then above it, we have clean paper, meaning there's going to be also peace and harmony in that space. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Seems like this is something that can come real quickly, but I see there's a farmer, maybe there's a lady here. She's walking a cow right next to her, or maybe a bull. What happens with the bull's energy? Bull is someone who can get irritated because they don't like to get irritated and easily. There are 2 tiers of joy, by the way, let me mention that. Get irritated. And I feel like you might have someone in your life that has certain authority that you need to guide them from the lead that they have towards a certain direction. That requires tactical approach. And I see clouds over your head with this person. So you might not really have clarity about what to do, but I see the glasses here. Glasses, I told you this kind of looks like glasses too. So eyes can see that there is a solution that you're going to need to come up with, that and eyes can see. I mean, I know this means something for some of you listening to, because like I don't really know why this is actually coming out of me right now, but I feel like it's a channeled message. So the ovaries kind of like a creative ideas, being productive, and also cleansing is important here too. And eyes can see. You're going to come up with something that eyes can see. And that's going to really bring the light into the situation here, and that's going to pave a pathway for you, help you guide this stubborn person through that pathway to in a short period of time. Rather than going around the world, you're just going to have like a shortcut to where you want. I see there are two dogs here. One of them kind of looks like a fox. Fox is wit, it's smarts, it's actually playfulness as well. So you're going to maybe guide this person through your smarts, wit, and also playfulness. Okay, that can also be a solution here. Let's see what tarot has to say in your situation. If you made it so far, please do comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are and how you're feeling about it, and what's coming your way. Are you feeling the blessing or are you not? Let's see what we have here. Reclamation. This is actually number 15 is the devil. She has the bat wings right there. So this is about overthinking something that is actually stressing you out and causing you to choose temptations, okay? And if that's the case, I feel like you still have a choice here to not to go down the road of temptations and also negativity. You can reclamation. You can really turn things around by changing first your thoughts. Five of Pentacles is not feeling supported, maybe feeling left out in the cold. And I feel this happens time to time because this is showing you that you're extremely powerful, first of all. Second of all, this is also showing you maybe you're not in the right environment. Like number 15 and the 5, devil and the 5 of Pentacles. This is telling me that you need to quickly get out of where you are, okay? If you're in a family environment, if you're in a friend environment, if you're in an abusive relationship and it's not supporting you, making you feel like, okay, nobody loves me here. It's not because you're not lovable. It's because maybe you're trying to make something that has no possibility to work for you, and you're trying to force it to work. That's why Knight of Swords, you are Knight of Swords, this air energy, galloping out of that space rather quickly, okay? What happens when you do? 3 of Wands is a new adventure you're heading towards, okay? It's a new direction, a new adventure. This is actually trusting, having that trust and alignment coming to you immediately and knowing that, okay, what I do is actually going to take me out of here. What I do is working out. What is followed by that? Death card comes in. 4 of Cups comes in. Maybe you're not going to, when you take the journey, you might feel a little disappointed because that, yeah, maybe nobody's going to follow you through that journey. But I feel like here, this is also a new era for you. Death card is you replacing the king with the king that doesn't work anymore, the old king, the dysfunctional king, with someone who is loving and supportive of you. Warrior of Cups can be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, by the way, and Knight of Cups. And this, there's a massive fish here. This can also be a situation turning around and becoming much more peaceful and harmony, freeing you from where you're stuck if you're feeling stuck, and giving you a lot of power and authority. And also we have Queen of Cups here and love and appreciation. This can be about a relationship, guys. If you are going through a relationship right now, this can be about a work environment, but this doesn't mean that just slam the door and leave tomorrow. That's not what it means, okay? This means that it's time to stop overthinking. Am I going to get the promotion here? And start listening to your intuition. Or maybe they're not going to give it to me. Maybe they're going to leave me out there in the cold. So I start looking for a new one right now. I start looking for a new option right now, which is more adventurous, which is an expanding and something that is going to be fulfilling. This is the 4 of Cups is like a feeling a little disappointment. Maybe you're not going to see something right away, but if you keep going, the offer will appear. Okay, you might feel entrapped. These are the things that can come to surface as feelings that you need to become aware of, but you need to push them away like an emperor here and see other offers available. Being out of ideas is just another idea. If you're feeling stuck, I feel like that's the devil energy here. That's another idea. When you feel out of ideas, that's because maybe that's where you need to be at that moment. Another thing here, let's see what this means also. The universe is made of pure creativity forever. There's nothing wrong with needing a break, but the thought of running out of creativity is the definition of observed. You are made of pure creativity, so this means that if you cannot come up with something new, just give yourself a second, a break, a minute of meditation, whatever it is your mind needs to relax. Who cares if we become nothing? We were all once nothing. This actually kind of reminds you of that in the grand scheme of things, that this is a human experience here on this planet. And whenever you feel frustrated, think of this as a game, a video game that we're playing right now. And also it means that we're come here for the human experience. So it's a part, there's some things that are part of it that if you can recognize that, you can maybe even emotionally detach from it. Okay, we have, it's okay, you're not supposed to be doing anything right now. This comes to me as, again, maybe you are so worried about getting things done or coming up with solutions all the time. Again, this is telling you, give yourself a minute. If you're feeling stuck, give yourself a minute to relax into the moment, because the solution is right there and coming truly super fast. And also, yeah, I guess I do stuff, but I don't feel like an actual thing yet. This means that, yeah, you don't really trust in your creations, but they're still happening. If you felt fully formed, wouldn't the game be over? Many of the greats struggle with imposter syndrome, while amateurs are brimming with confidence. Take it as a good sign that you don't feel like an actual thing yet, but it probably means you are the one. You are one. And that's another thing here is, maybe you're going to come out of your comfort zone and you're still feeling like, I need more experience, I need more time, I need more growth. That's why I need to stay and just maybe limited. But the truth is, you're an evolving you're in working progress, guys, and progressing each second. Okay, just remind yourself. Your final message is, believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The Fairy of Northern Lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. Okay, keep reminding yourself. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.